So I just saw this on Reddit and it says, what did my kid do wrong? I did reasonably okay in math at school, but haven't been in school for 34 years. My eldest, year 8, brought a core math paper home, and as we went through it together, we saw this. Neither of us can explain how it is wrong. So let's take a look. Here we are given a sequence with the formula for the nth term being 5n plus 16, and the question is about this part right here. It says, by forming and solving an equation, we are going to decide whether the number 511 is a term of the sequence. And this is what you did. You took 511 and you subtract 16, which is 495, and then divide it by 5, which is 99. And then you plug in 99 back to the end right here. 5 times 99 is 495 plus 16 is equal to 511. Therefore, you can see that 511 is a term of the sequence. I will tell you, the answer to this question is not wrong. 511 is a term to the sequence. Here's just the part that you have to really be careful. First, you will have to follow the direction. And as a math teacher myself, this is what I insist my students to do as well. Right here it says, we are going to form and solve an equation. This right here is technically doing some arithmetic. I understand your idea. You're exactly doing how you will have to do if you solve an equation. However, we are really going to follow this direction because I believe this is more of an algebra class. So that's the first thing. And second thing, when you write this down right here, 511 minus 16 is 495. That's okay. However, do not just keep adding the operation right afterward though, because if you put 495 divided by 5 is 99. But you can see this is not equal to that. So what you should have done at least is like just write this down by itself and then just write this down again on the side. 495 divided by 5 is equal to 99. However, that is not like the main issue. I will tell you the main issue is really just follow the direction. So this is how the question is supposed to be done. So here's the deal. We have this formula here, 5n plus 16. We are going to make this equal to this number, 511. And the goal is to solve this equation. As you can see, we have an equation here. And then we are going to solve it. And later on, if we can get n being a positive whole number, then we can conclude that 511 is a term of the sequence. Because remember, in order for a term to be in a sequence, it has to be a result when you plug in positive whole number into n. So to do so, you can show work like this. 5 times n plus 16, we get rid of the 16 first by subtracting 16 to both sides. So this and that cancel, so that you can just get 5n on the left hand side, and then this is equal to 511 minus 16, which is 495. And then this is 5 times n is equal to 495. So do the opposite operation, we divide it by 5. Cancel. And then we can see n is equal to, this work that out, you will get 99, which is a positive whole number. And this is actually the 99th term of this sequence. So the answer is yes. I totally understand that for this question, you could have just done what you did, which is totally the same idea, right? You took 511 minus 16, and after that, you divide it by 5, it works out perfectly. I think the purpose of this question is that it helps you to get started with the algebra part, so that later on, when you get to a more complicated equation, you can see how we can really have a systematical approach to solve that equation. So hopefully this right here helps. That's it.